Drag the tiles to the correct boxes to complete the pairs. Not all tiles will be used. Match each graph with its corresponding equation. So first of all, I just want to show you the pictures of the graph. So there's two upright quadratic functions, and then there's two upside down quadratic functions. And if you remember from early on in Edmentum, we looked at the transformation rules of a graph. So first of all, what I'm going to recommend is that you use Desmos, but you might be able to eliminate a couple of answers if you remember what those transformation rules are from earlier on in Edmentum. But I do have them typed into Edmentum, and the first thing that I'm going to do, I have all 6 of them typed into Edmentum, is I want to point out that on this first graph, our vertex here is -2, +1. And our y-intercept is 0, 3. So that's something that I look at when I'm looking at Desmos, because the pictures do look slightly different. So if we type in, first of all, turn on this 1/2, and I wonder if I typed it in wrong, because I think it was positive. Darn it, I typed it in wrong. But let's eliminate that. And what you can see here is I knew that it was wrong because I was looking at a positive there. But what we can see on this picture now that I have this drawn incorrectly or typed incorrectly, the 1/2 x squared plus 3, well, we're looking at a vertex of -2, 1. So it's not that choice. So we can go back and we can look at the 3/2 x squared minus 4x. So turn that one off and turn this one on. And again, not the right vertex. Not the right vertex. This vertex here seems to be -2, 1, which is what we're looking for, as well as we've got our y-intercept of 0, 3. So the 1/2 x squared plus 2x plus 3 is going to be here. And I kind of started to say it, but I don't think that I completely said it. The thing is, if there's a negative in front of the x squared term, it's going to flip the graph upside down. And this second graph is right side up. So it's going to be one of our first 2 choices here on Desmos. Now I'm going to turn this one off. I need to go back and look at the picture again because I didn't look at what the vertex was. But the vertex on this one, I can't quite tell what the vertex is. It looks like it might be like 1.5, -2.5. But I do go through 0, 0, and then over here another x-intercept is about 2.5. So hard to say, but let's see if we can find it anyway. We only have 2 choices. And there's the 1/2 x squared plus 3, which doesn't even touch the x-axis, so I'm going to turn that one off. Let's turn the 3/2 x squared minus 4x in there. We do go through 0, 0. It does look like our vertex is 1.5 and -2.5. So here is our answer for that one. And now we can look at the upside down quadratics. And our vertex on this particular problem is 0, 5. And let's see if we can figure it out from Desmos by our choices here. We don't need that anymore. We need our -x squared plus 5, and it actually looks like that. So I'm going to look real quick at our x-intercepts, and it's a little bit more than 2 and a little bit more than -2. When we go back and look at this picture, a little bit more than 2, a little bit more than, or a little bit less than -2, and we just typed in the -x squared plus 5. Oh, darn it. Let's try again. And then our last picture here has a vertex up here at 1, 5. We can't tell exactly what the x-intercepts are, but we do know that it's upside down, and when it's upside down, it's going to be one of these negatives. And 1, 5 There is the picture of that one, negative x squared plus 2x plus 4. Just a real quick look. If we look at this one, this one also has a vertex of 1, 5. So a good thing that we looked, because now we're going to have to go back and look at our x-intercepts on this last graph. And our x-intercepts are a little bit more than 2 and somewhere between 0 and negative 1. A little bit more than 2 and somewhere between 0 and negative 1. Going to look at this one real quick, and it's definitely not the black graph. It is the red graph. Negative 2x squared plus 4x plus 3. As we try to scroll down. And there's our answer.